I don't look at the Eagles signings as being concerning in any way. And I don't think that Howie misread the market. Okay. And I talked about this on Wednesday's show with Broads, but you weren't going to be able to bring Milton Williams back. And Milton Williams got paid an exorbitant amount of money. And it's not that he doesn't deserve that money, but I don't think that there are a lot of teams that would have been happy giving Milton Williams the contract that he got. And so good for him that he got the deal. And by the way, when he met with the media, he said, I just won a Super Bowl a couple weeks ago, and I thought that would be the biggest thing because he's like, this might actually top it. Well, hell yeah, man. Dude went out, won a Super Bowl, which is awesome. Then he got paid. New England's contract for Milton Williams is next level absurd, but good for him. Will he ever live up to that contract? Probably not, but he got himself paid. Josh Sweat goes out to Arizona. Seemingly a very good place for him to land, and he's very excited. These guys should be thrilled, okay? These guys who helped to contribute to a Super Bowl win, they should be thrilled. You see Big Play Slay land with Pittsburgh. You see CJ get dealt off to Houston. These guys are going to thrive in their new situations. I know that there was a hope that there were going to be players that would take a hometown discount to stay here, and that to this point it hasn't happened, and that the CJ trade was really a shock to the system because in fairness, I do think it was kind of surprising that they decided to do it. But if you look at all of the moves in aggregate, you should be able to replace Milton Williams. You still have an absolute beast in the middle of that line, in that interior line, in Jalen Carter. You still have a massive human being next to him in Jordan Davis. Should you be able to overcome the loss of Big Play Slay? You would certainly hope so. And, maybe they're going to try to give Ringo the shot. They go out and they sign Adoree Jackson, who used to play for the Giants, who is a good veteran to bring in. They're not giving anybody Boku bucks. They're essentially going out and giving some, prove-it deals to players. So you get Adoree Jackson in, who's going to presumably compete for one of those outside corner spots. That could be a good potential signing. If he blows your doors off and if his play is exceptional, well, then guess what? He's either going to earn himself a payday here or he's going to earn himself a new contract very soon with another team. So it's a smart signing. They ended up getting what's-his-nuts from the Raiders to play tight end, who's going to push Calcaterra. Great. We could feel, I guess, okay about that one. It's not anything crazy. The signing that I'm actually maybe the most intrigued by is A.J. Dillon, because you think about the running back situation, and we've talked about this on this show, but when you look at the amount of touches that Saquon Barkley had a season ago, typically, historically, players who have had the number of touches that Saquon Barkley did a season ago, those players oftentimes fall off the following season. I mean, and they can fall off pretty dramatically. A.J. Dillon is a guy who can get the job done, who could be a change of pace back. There is even a probable belief out there that A.J. Dillon, if you really wanted to, could split some carries with Saquon Barkley. Not a 50-50 situation, but if you needed to, if you were effectively trying to load manage at any given point, A.J. Dillon's a good running back. And so again, it's another one-year deal, and it's essentially a prove-it deal. I think what the Eagles are doing here is smart. You're trying once again to put some of your younger guys in position to prove that they belong and that they can step up and that they can grab a starting spot, especially on that defense, by the throat. And so much of this to me comes down to Vic Fangio. Again, I really think that what you're seeing here is a belief that Fangio is going to be able to, maybe take a guy like Ringo and elevate him. Maybe take a guy like Jackson, elevate him. And then ultimately, maybe we're having a conversation a year from now where the Adoree Jackson signing is like Zach Bond 2.0, where he comes in and for whatever reason becomes this incredible dynamic and incredible lockdown corner. And then next year you're like, all right, well, now we have to sign Adoree Jackson. I don't know for sure. I'm not going to like stand here and be like, oh yeah, it's 100% going to happen. But like, I like the idea of the prove it deal. And by the way, since a bunch of these contracts are 1-year deals, if they don't work, you're not locked into them long term. It's kind of a win-win for this team. At the same time, like it's fair to like look at the guys leaving in aggregate. And this is the point I was trying to make to Broads on Wednesday. But like when you do look at Milton Williams and Josh Sweat and CJGJ and Big Play Slay and Isaiah Rodgers, all of those guys leaving at once creates a void. And now it's a matter of seeing if the young guys and if these veteran players on 1-year deals are able to fill that void and excel. And that is really interesting. Now, I think I tweeted earlier this week that I'd be shocked if Dallas Goedert were still a member of the Philadelphia Eagles by the end of the week. And I guess I've softened that stance. But I thought by now, I really did believe that he was going to be gone. I really thought that by now, Dallas Goedert was going to move on. Legitimately. Like, I thought that they were going to move on from him because of what he's about to get paid. So I'm kind of shocked he's still here. Maybe they're going to rework a deal. I really don't know.